In a world of constant evolution, where the line between man and machine begins to blur, a new age of possibility emerges. Where humanity is augmented to achieve what was once thought impossible. Welcome to the age of cybernetics. Push the limits of what we thought was possible. Pushing the boundaries of human potential. Where technology can enhance us beyond our wildest dreams. In a world of constant evolution, where the line between man and machine begins to blur, a new age of possibility emerges. Where humanity is augmented to achieve what was once thought impossible. Welcome to the age of cybernetics.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Izzy, and we are starting off the Monday night lineup with the weekly comic book pool list. Again, if this is your first time you're watching, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, all that fun stuff that goes along with it. Today, I realized it like maybe about a half hour ago that we're on July 1st. So today is July 1st. And if you are watching this live right now, and I see the 8 people that are currently watching it right now, keep in mind I'm going to be doing the big giveaway today. So today we're going to put your names on the wheel of names. In order to qualify, you need to be an Izzy Rat Pack member, either in the urban or the elite members. That's how it works. And you will qualify for today's big giveaway, which I'm going to show it to you right now. So, but you know what? Before I even show it to you right now, I got to bring out my guest. So let me bring out my guest for you guys. You saw him this week in my new show. He was part of my new show. He mentioned to me how he never did this show, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, we got to bring him out. So let's welcome to the party, one and only. And where's that video telling me welcome to the party? Because we always have to welcome to the party. And you know what? It doesn't even matter now because I can't seem to find it now. Did I delete it? I might have deleted it, but I did it. What is up, Sibizu?
Hey, what's going on? So glad to be here.
How you doing, man? You went through a tough week last week, right? It was a tough one.
Still licking my wounds from Cliff, give me the beat down.
In case you guys didn't see it, Sibizu was part of the first show of comic book fights, and unfortunately, you had to face Cliff.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
But you saw that I was down big, and I was starting to make a comeback.
No, you held your own, man. At first, I was a little worried. I was like, oh no, it's gonna be a sweep. But you got some victories in, largely because some of the picks that Cliff was making wasn't that great picks. But then your picks were a little challenging too, man. I was like,
yes.
you were fighting for Amazing Spider-Man, which I just went, oh man, that's a tough one.
Yes. I did put myself on an uphill battle, and it was all what I said was true. I have been enjoying Amazing Spider-Man, the Zeb Wells run.
Say that again.
I have been enjoying Zeb Wells' run on Spider-Man. It's not. It wasn't a show, y'all. It's actual proof.
You were being real.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, let's take a moment to just say what's up to those that are in the chat right now, and of course, we kick things off as always with our boy Las Cruz says, "Hooray! He made since #1." But we got a woohoo from Brian LCS, and then haha woohoo, and then hello from Nuevo Mexico. All right. Also, Joffrey Caster was Izzy time. That's right. And Halo to the Rat Packers. That's right. From Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe, DVH, all the way from the UK. Evening, y'all. Hoot, hoot,
hoot, hoot.
And hoot. Right? Giving some love to Las Cruces. We got Southern Comic Geek watching intently. All right. Beckerman also watching. Hey, what's up, Beckerman? Canadian Survivalist is saying hi. DVH. I'll say it was no Osprey swear. But it was better than Mox Knight. And look, I got my All Elite shirt on, so I feel you. Also, Beckerman has I'm in. Look at that, Beckerman. And Beckerman is a member. So as a member, he qualifies for this giveaway package, right? So let me go ahead and showcase the giveaway package there. So let's see if I could do one of these things where I'm just gonna do a nice little layup there. Bam, there I am. I'm bigger than you, and you know it. Yeah, you like what I did there, right? So let's turn off the virtual camera for a quick second. So to qualify for this, you have to be a member, just like Beckerman is for it. Also, we got Tate Prime is a house. His out. Tate Prime, man. I love that avatar. All right. There goes Dirt. Collective. Now, Dirt is going to have a really good show. I'll talk a little bit about that later. But well, let's go ahead and showcase what's in today's big giveaway. Again, to qualify for this giveaway, you have to be an Izzy Rat Pat member on the Urban or Elite. So if you're Urban and Elite, you qualify for this. And we're going to start things off with the Jane Gang. You Jane Gangs. So we got Spider Gwen Smash. We got the Dark Venom, I think. Yeah, the Dark Venom version. But then we also have a regular version.
Well, I like the regular version.
You like yeah. So these two are part of the giveaway. So we have those two. So you have to do that. he vouches for me. Big Lion Cat 646. What's up, Big Lion? All right. So got that one. And then I know some of you guys love the ladies. And who doesn't love some bad girl action? We got virgin variants of Vampirella. So there's one right there. We got the other one right here. Yeah. Some,
nice.
You like backgrounds?
Yes. I was trying to make sure I be PG, not say what I wanted to say.
Yeah, just like DVH says it, cheeky. And then
there you go.
You got the last one here. So you got those 3 Vampirella virgins. All right. And Durs is member for 6 months. And then I know some people just love getting some older books. So I got what I consider to be the best modern day classic, and I use this as a modern day classic, but it's also done with covers by the late great Michael Turner. I'm giving away a full set of Identity Crisis from issues 1 all the way to issue 7. So all 7 issues are in this pile. In order to qualify, obviously you have to be a Channel Rap member. This is going to be part of that pile. Then, of course, I know you love your variants, and I'm also including a glow in the dark Batman.
Oh my.
So that's going to be part of this giveaway. And it wouldn't be right without having a signature book in this list. So we got our Wolverine signed by Corey Smith, Wolverine 50. You got the Frank Miller cover, right? Frank Miller cover. But you know what? We're not done yet. We got one more left. Yeah, there's one more thing to add, and this is a nice one. I have to admit, I did enjoy looking at this one. This is a signed book, right? So it's signed, it's verified signature by Adam Kubert, and it is Fantastic Four #1 in the 9.4. This is the first appearance of the Ultimate Fantastic Four, but more importantly, it's the first appearance of this guy right here, the Maker.
The Maker. Yep.
And let's just say he will be back. So all of this is going to be part of today's. Well, it's the end of the month, so I'm going to give anybody who signs up today, right? If you DVH, you need that fixed. So anyone who signs up today, you will qualify for this giveaway box. You have to qualify. You have to be an Elite or Urban member. Starting as little as $1.99 per month. So I try to keep it cheap for everybody. $4.99 if you want a little something more. If you do the $4.99, then you're going to be promised a sketch sooner or later. I'll get to it. I know some people are still waiting for their sketch, but you're gonna get your sketch. So you will qualify for that. So if you're an Urban member, you'll qualify for this box. If you're an Elite member, you're gonna get this box. Plus, you're gonna get a sketch to go along with it. So that's going to happen today. Make sure you I will join on Wednesday with my other card. That's fun. I feel you, Tate. I know that feeling, man. Like, what do you mean I can't get in? I can't get in. All right. I'm a free member. Well, if you can cough up the $1.99 to $4.99, it gets you in. So I know how some things are, but this is going to be part of this month. This month coming up. Yeah, and there goes Beckerman. I already got a sketch. Take your time with everyone else. I can think about that. I did a nice little sketch. I think he might have multiple sketches for me. I'm not 100% sure. So thanks Thanks, Beckerman. But that's gonna be today's giveaway. Again, I'll bring it up again later in the afternoon. You hear me? I'll bring it up later in the show so you guys know what to expect. So that's that. Let me get back to the IzzyVerse here because DVH. Well, DVH is not a new member, but DVH is back. I think DVH upgraded. So yeah, not a new. I know DVH is not a new member, but DVH has a couple of things that I have to send out to him. So DVH, I promise you, it's getting to you, man. It is definitely getting to you. All I gotta say to you, DVH, is
I'm sorry.
yeah, because I was looking into those UK pricing, man. That was rough at first. So
Yeah.
we definitely have what's going on there. All right. Oh, now he's an elite. Look at that. DVH made it to the elite. I do have multiple Izzy's. He did. Yes, that's right. And if anybody wants to gift memberships, you're more than welcome to gift memberships. That's always nice as well. So if your membership is gifted, you will qualify as well for today's giveaway. All right. It's time to talk about what's trending. Are you ready to talk about what's trending?
Absolutely.
Let's hunt the spec. All right, we are hunting, and let me just take this down for a second. Some spec is going on. We got some books that are on this list that I still say to myself, what is going on here? Just like this guy is saying, what the? You know what I'm saying? So our first book in this list, we're actually going to see this story come up twice. This is Proof number 1. It came out back in 2007 over at Image Comics, and it's actually a pretty interesting concept. It's a concept of X-Files meeting Men in Black, where we have kind of like the Bigfoot, the creature from the Black Lagoon, that kind of stuff. And we have a Men in Black kind of scenario. So this book is here. It's trending out. I'm amazed that it's $45 on high,
right?
And the price is going up. I don't know what to say towards that. That's one of those situations where I just don't know to think of it. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell is even that?
I'm with him. Seabiz, did you take a look at this book and tell me, did you see anything about it that was so special?
I haven't. I'm thinking this is all about the whole option news. Everybody trying to get those books that's been optioned. I have never heard of this book, and keep in mind, it came out in 2007. I was not collecting around that time, but still, I have no heard anybody since then been talking about this book.
And I was collecting in 2007. In 2007, I was in hard, right? That doesn't sound right now that I said it. That's what happens when Market shows up. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Market? All right. So yeah, and I'm with Tape Prime. Wait a month. Wait some time to cool down.
I agree.
What's up, Comic Cap Collectible? You got to check out his new video that popped in. He's working on another one of my books, so that's gonna be fun to do. Circumstance, in hard. I put myself in these positions. I did it for myself. All right, so sure.
I guess
it was option. It's but it actually says is in development for Fox. So that's a little bit more than an option. It tanks, so does this book.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Like you said, just wait.
And speaking of Proof, the book is also this book right here, Negative Burn, which is actually goes back. It's the preview. So the preview to Proof is in Negative Burn. And looking at that cover, oh my goodness, that has got to be the ugliest cover I've ever seen in a comic book.
Yeah.
That is ugly, dude. This has got
Yeah.
to be ranked as one of the worst covers I've ever seen in a comic book. For $10, not even worth it, man.
It's funny that I see it has 700% increase in sales. I'm like, but why?
It's
Like, I
because of the
know,
8-page story. It has
yeah,
an 8-page story of the series proof. So it is the preview. It is the, what we call the preview book. Spider-Man 29 preview book was first Amazing
yeah,
Spider-Man, right? So it's
yeah,
the same thing here where people are hunting down the negative burn, not because of negative burn. They're hunting it
mhm,
down because of the Berserker 8-page story that's found in this book that is part of proof. So this is, if I can't get that other book, I'm gonna get this book kind of situation.
yeah.
And honestly, that covers the worst cover I've ever seen. What is it? You know what I
I have
mean?
no idea.
You know,
Try again.
really, what is that? So yeah, whatever.
We can skip over that one.
Yeah,
I'm not-
exactly. Okay.
Don't waste your money, guys.
I wouldn't waste my money on it. But then again, who am I? All right. So it's not Berserker, Tate. That's the first thing I'm gonna tell you. This has nothing to do with Berserker. The name of the story is called Berserker. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with Keanu Reeves' Berserker. So it is
Yeah.
simply has to do with proof. And this is the preview story of proof. But if you see it out in the wild, then pick it up and resell it.
Mhm.
But don't be coughing up money for this book. I'm just saying.
No.
It's not worth it. I'm telling you, this book is not worth it. Everything about that looks terrible. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. All right. Now let's go ahead. We're gonna talk a little bit about Superman. All right.
Okay.
So Superman 32 is on this list. Now, as you can see here, this is a $3 comic book. They printed a lot of these books, and therefore this book remains in that $3 marker, right? This features the first appearance of Mr. Oz and the first appearance of Ulysses, an Earth-born human sent to another dimension for fear of this one destruction, right? So, before we start talking about who this Ulysses guy is all about, because no one cares about Mr. Oz, right? It's the Ulysses character that we got to focus on. And in order to do that, we have to talk a little bit about what we just found out with the set photos of Superman.
Mhm.
So, first of all, we got, what's his name? David Cornsweet or
Yeah.
Cheese, something like that.
Yeah.
He's going to be our new Superman, and here's our first real glimpse of him with the trunks. Right now, that original photo, you kind of saw it, but people were still debating whether he had them on or not.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts of this costume?
I have no problems with the costume, to be honest with you. I'm taking it for what it's worth. I enjoy the S on the chest. Now that I see that it's a little bit more in this image, is more form fitting, which I would rather have that than a baggy Superman suit.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah, and what I notice about the suit as I look at it is that it has elements of different versions of Superman, right?
Correct.
So we see the trunks are more in tune with All-Star Superman, which we're going to see in this list soon.
Mhm.
And then the cape, as well as the rest of the costume, kind of looks like the New 52 suit. It's very
Correct.
New 52 related. So and of course the logo, which Squirrel Wars does not like, by the way. That's a Kingdom Come logo. So
Yes.
what I see here is that James Gunn and his crew decided to kind of take elements of different types of Superman looks and kind of incorporate into one whole thing. Even the boots, the way the design is meant to be a certain time period of Superman. I like the fact how he looks like a Superman. I think he looks like Superman.
Yeah.
Very, he has those features. Yeah, and just like Tate Prime, it does remind him of George Reeves' costume. Now, is it George? It's George Reeves and Christopher Reeve, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I know the costume is it's the costume. That's all it is, right? But this one, I'm feeling the costume. Also, what do you think about Clark?
Okay. This image, the hair. Oh my God.
It's like,
The hair. really needs to be fixed.
That's a wig, dude. I don't know.
Yes,
It's a straight up wig.
yes. It looks like a wig. Like I
What's
don't
up,
know.
Daniel? So what we see here with this wig is one of two things. Either they're trying to take up from, again, All-Star Superman, because in All-Star Superman, that's how he looked. When he did the bumbling Superman, which it looks like he's going to be a bumbling Clark Kent, which is kind of, it's taking to that notion of, if I'm Superman, I'm going to be like this. If I'm Clark, I'm going to be crouchy, so you won't recognize me, right? And but what the vibes I'm getting here is Tony Khan from AEW.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, Rich is saying he needs a mullet.
No.
We're not there yet. The mullet's not there yet.
No.
We'll get sooner.
Yeah.
The Superman.
That's a good comparison right there. Just if you would dye his hair red, you would got it.
Yeah. Now I think we are getting the curl, but the curl's coming in as Superman, not as Clark. So the curl's kind of there. It's not fully formed. So it kind of makes the
it's like off to the side.
Yeah, so
it's in the middle.
It's there. So we have that. All right. Now we have an image of Superman and Lois Lane. And you know what? I like it. She definitely feels like Lois.
Yeah.
You know, so and you know what? Amy Adams is a great actress. She's awesome. She did good. She ain't no Lois Lane. I'm sorry. She didn't do it. She didn't have that feel. This feels like Lois, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I love this image. This image looks very good.
Like it looks like it was taken straight from the comic book page, right? Even from the outfit she's wearing, because it looks like the outfit from the 90s version of Lois Lane.
Yep.
So I'm all for it. You guys, you tell me, what's your thoughts? Does this look like Lois to you? I think it looks like Lois. I'm satisfied with it. You know,
I am too.
All right, now our next guy, which another spot on, Mr. Terrific.
I'm going to say yes, but the hair is not. I'm not liking his hair.
You don't want to hit. You want a mullet too?
No, I just need it.
Come on, dude, look at that.
It doesn't. It has to be shorter.
Okay, but you don't
That's
want.
You don't want
the you don't want the fro?
No. Actually, I had a fro and I got rid of my hair.
Your camera just went.
Oh, let me see.
I thought you were going to show us a picture of a fro for a second.
No. I have to fix my camera.
That's a neat pic. Thanks, Derby. Right. So again, I'm feeling it. I like it.
Yeah.
I think. First of all, the costume is on point. Don't tell you think the hair is too political. Oh, wait, Rich says no bueno. So Bustin' Bars, this is a political thing with the hair now. I'm just saying. So we got that, and I think that's the last. No, we got one more slide, and then this is the one we're going to talk about here. All right. Oh, there you are. You're back. So going back to Superman 32, we have an image here of them arresting Superman. I don't know what's the deal with them arresting Superman all the time. They're always arresting Superman, right? In the newer movies. So Superman's getting arrested. And it looks like Frank Grillo for some reason, right?
Yeah.
So we have in this image, we have this character. Now, the woman that you see there, that's the engineer.
Yeah.
So of course they're not touching the look that she had in the comic book. So
correct.
Makes sense that they're not touching it, right? So we have the engineer, but then the other character, if you look by his costume, it resembles this Ulysses character. Now, the Ulysses character is the character that debuted in Superman 32. That's a comic book that's currently is in the trending 20 that people are hunting for because they're saying that this character could be Ulysses, right?
Yeah.
However, all right, these says are not spoilers for. Okay, thanks for sharing that. However, what the other thing is that this could also, and a lot of people are talking. This could very well be a spoiler. That you may not be in reference to Ulysses, rather it's a reference to Ultraman, and that's why his face is being covered.
Yeah.
Now, another theory is with that mask, the way his mask forms also resembles Doomsday when he first showed up.
It does.
Doomsday's had the goggles and the
Yes.
mask. It didn't last long,
No,
right?
no.
So to Buster's point, he doesn't think that's Ulysses, right? You know, it could be,
Yes.
right? So who's to say?
So it could be. I know some people says it could be Ultraman. I know he looks like Black Noir from The Boys. I completely understand. I could see the look, but this you have to. I'm gonna wait to give it a chance. So I could. This could be like a pre-uniform. You know how they start off with one uniform and go to the next. So maybe.
Liam Ulysses. Well, to Buster's point, you could also say that this may be a clone.
Yes.
Right, and in this, it's with this clone. This is where we get Bizarro, who we never seen live action before in a movie version. Right, they've done him in series and things like that, but you know, we never seen that. I wouldn't go as far as going towards the Bizarro route just yet. I think more people want Brainiac than anything. And stuff, but a Bizarro could be a possibility. Most people think that they borrowed from Ulysses' costume, but it's not Ulysses, and I'm starting to think the same thing. Yeah, Bizarro World will be epic. I think Bizarro should be its own little thing, though.
I agree.
Bizarro could be done well, but it could be very complex.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's Ulysses because it's a character. Yeah, I'm with Derby too. He has a good point there. James Gunn just likes taking those weird characters and put them into there. That's the reason why we got, Mr. Terrific in there. Who would have thought we would have saw Mr. Terrific in a Superman movie?
That's true.
And it's probably it could be just a mash of all these characters, which I think could happen too. So a lot of good stuff there. So there you have it. Let's go back to the stage here with this book here. So it's a $3 comic book. If you find it in the wild for $3, don't pay more than $5.
Yep, I agree.
Right? $3 is cover price. That's cover price. Yep. So if you spend the money, then you spend the money. It's no big deal. All right. Now here's another book that has gone in and back in this story. That is Daredevil 270, the first appearance of Blackheart, the son of Mephisto. Now this book has gained traction 380%. Now the question is why? Right?
Yes.
So the only conclusion I could come up is it's not Daredevil. Right, thus this character shows up in there, though. But this character is more of a Midnight Suns, Ghost Rider, supernatural character, right? Son of Mephisto. So, what I'm assuming is the potential that it could be is Agatha.
Oh yeah.
Right. So with Agatha, this character I could see happening. Now, and I'm with Tate. It kind of goes up and down, and it's one of those books. I know I picked this book up. This past year, I picked this book up for like maybe $20 because it's still Blackheart. He's a cool character when you play the video game. You know what I'm saying?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
So I used to love playing Blackheart. He just looked cool. So I'm assuming that's the reason why it's in this list here, because of the Agatha spec. Now I don't know who's talking about Agatha. I'm actually looking forward to seeing it, but I'm not super excited to see it, if you know what I mean. True. It's just one of those books that it's there, but no one really cares for it as much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I would still watch Agatha, but it's not like I'm gonna go rush home to go see it.
Exactly. And like most Marvel MCU shows, I do take an opportunity to see it when they come out. So usually within that week or so, I will eventually see it. But to say that this is a book that you absolutely have to run and get before it goes up, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those books that
You shut your mouth, fatty. The Rock will come out there and slap the herpes off your lips.
Well, The Rock wants this book to go up in value, so I could see that. Oh, look, the council is here. JR,
No, JR for life.
what the hell's that?
I love it.
Is that someone incognito? They waited too long for Agatha. It should have been. Yeah. Well, I think with Agatha, it's like no one cares.
Yeah.
Like she was a cool side character, and
Yeah.
now we're gonna make her into a main character. Now it could be a surprise hit, but I think that's the thing. It's like, oh, how can we get somebody that doesn't have to break the bank for us? And that's what Agatha is to me. You know what I mean?
Correct. And Agatha, I think majority of her claim to fame is the Avengers West Coast with Wanda's kids. That's her claim to fame. So
and it's not a big claim of fame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Agatha at best was a C-list character.
Correct.
So to turn her into a main character, I think it's because of the actress and what she's done. So
yeah, she played the character very well.
It's a big claim to fame, exactly. All right. So moving on to a book that a lot of people in the community absolutely love.
Yes.
And that is Geiger #1. Geiger introducing Junkyard Joe. So we have that. We have the first appearance of Geiger. Of course, this is a TV adaptation in the works by Paramount Studios. If Paramount Studios can make it.
Yes.
Because Paramount's in deep trouble these days. So, all right, tell me, what's your feeling towards the Ghost Machine? Keep in mind, a lot of people in this community love Ghost Machine.
And I'm one of them. So I'm collecting all three. Rook is always going to be my #1 favorite. And then Geiger's #2. And then Red Coat's #3. So I have this exact book in my collection. And I'm so happy I do, because it is a good read. So I do like the Ghost Machine universe. It's one of the many universes I'm collecting.
That's awesome. and that's how everybody feels about Geiger. Yeah, this is one of those books. It's still relatively low. It's not an expensive book to pick up. If you do see it, you could go call Marcus in circumstances. He may be able to get you a copy because he has multiple copies. I wonder why.
He knows something.
You know, Marcus is like, yeah, I'm saving for that spec. Marcus is that's Marcus right there. So good going there. All right. So Geiger, awesome. I personally love this cover. It has that Fallout feeling to it as well, which is awesome. All right.
It's a good story too.
Now we talked about this a little earlier. Talk about All-Star Superman #1. Now this is another book that's not expensive. All-Star Superman is great. If you get a chance to pick up a trade, take that opportunity. It is by far what I consider to be one of the greatest Superman stories, and it's outside of continuity, so it gives you don't have to be in that lore. Now, in Tate Pine's point, is it undervalued? Yes, I think it's undervalued. Yes. But the reason why it's so cheap is because, like a lot of comic books at that time, there was a lot of prints. They printed the crap out of this book.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to love. So to find this book at a high value is not worth the purchase because there's so many. You could get yourself a good copy. I would say around $10 or so, maybe even $15. But there are a lot of when you go to conventions, there's a lot of dealers that like to sell the set of the whole story. If you get the set, you could probably pick up the set for like $25, $35, and that'd be worth it. That way you can have a full complete run. Now, what they're not going to do is they're not going to do they're not going to do this story in the movie. They're just borrowing elements from the story.
Yeah.
Right. So what is the print run? We could definitely get that information. But it's in the thousands, man. There's so many. So it is definitely a book that they made a lot of copies. So gonna make me do some work here. All-Star print run. See, you guys asking me a question. So now I have to come up and give you an answer, right? So how many? So I think we got the Weka. You mean hundreds of thousands? Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely hundreds of thousands. So let's see here. It's in that high range, and that's why it's so cheap because it started that way. Let's see here. So let's see here. See now I can't see the number runs, but I knew it was big. Here, I'll get back to you on this one, but it is a high print run. I can tell you that much. All right, Marcus. If you find it, then you let me know. Okay. So Berserk was over. Yeah, I'm gonna say it might be up there. You know, it might be around. It's high. It's definitely high. Because first of all, it's kicking off a new. This was All-Star Superman was DC's answer to Ultimate Universe. When Ultimate Universe came out, it came out a few years before this, and what DC did, they decided to do their All-Star Superman, and that was kind of like their answer to the Ultimate Universe. The only difference is they were doing it as limited series rather than doing it as a full, ongoing series. So they did the limited series, and they gave guys like Grant Morrison and Frank Whiteley the opportunity to do these stories, just like they gave Jim Lee with Frank Miller, and that didn't work out as well because I don't know what Frank was thinking at that time. So I can't speak. Can't say what? It's exhausting. I think they're having a side conversation over there. All right, our next book here is another book that I don't have an answer to why this book is in this list, and that's the Batman, the movie adaptation that came out back in 1989. It's a cool cover. I like this cover.
Yeah.
It's a soft cover, prestige format. So it's actually, it's $15. Another book that's not as expensive to pick up because because of the prestige format of it all, you could probably get good copies of this book.
Yes.
I don't know what's the amount print run for this one because print run here is we're talking an adaptation. So with an adaptation, print runs are usually not high.
Correct.
But because of this movie and it was coming out during that time, they wanted to have something that people could go to the shop to pick up, right? So that it was the way they did adaptations back then were very different to today, right? Today you might not even see an adaptation to a movie. Back then a movie would come out, there's an adaptation for it. So this particular instance back in 89, Batman was huge, dude. I don't know how far back you go, but
that was my first movie.
That was your first movie? Oh, all right.
It was my first movie, yeah.
Okay, so how was that experience?
It was great. I was with my father took me to go see it, and afterwards I asked for a Batman toy. I got the figure, I got the car. So I was, invested in that character at that time growing up.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I remember what was big about it at that time was the amount of T-shirts that were out there. So this is when bootlegging was a big deal.
Yeah.
So you can get yourself some nice bootleg comics, bootleg T-shirts. Dude, my mom must have gotten me so many Batman shirts and Joker shirts. It was awesome, man. Really, it really was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jack Nicholson as the Joker was my favorite Joker for decades. So
let me guess, Heath came in and took that place.
I accepted Heath. I still because I grew up with Jack. So when Heath came, I said, yeah, they're both like 1 and 1A.
Yeah. Now I will say this much: when a lot of people were talking about Jack Nicholson doing the Joker, and not a lot of people were talking about it because people were more upset about Michael Keaton being Batman.
True.
Because that was a bigger deal. It's like, what do you mean Mr. Mom is gonna be Batman? You know what I'm saying? But you know who saw that it was gonna be a good thing? This guy right here. He knew.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another book that $35. You know what?
I have this book.
It's a steal for $35.
Yes.
It is absolutely a steal. And I have to give it a
yes. For Kilowog, yes.
Yes. Green Lantern Corps issue 201. back in 1986. This features the first appearance of Kilowog. I am amazed that out of all the books that are in this list, this is the only book from the Green Lantern world that's on this list after we got that announcement of the Lanterns TV show. So,
yes,
do you think we're gonna get some Kilowog?
I'm hoping we do. We got it in the movie.
Yeah. Which wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
I don't hate that movie like some people do.
No, I just hated the fart cloud. But outside of that,
you know, and everybody knows when you put a cloud, it's gonna fart.
Yeah. But no, I'm hoping that we see Kilowog in this series. He has to be, because he's like one of the main guys in the Green Lantern lore.
I agree. And really with Kilowog, he's just one. I love the fact that he just move it poser, and there's like this heart to it, right? He's a sergeant, but he's also like there's some heart. He really does care. So this is definitely $35. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna put a little heart right there. I think $35 is underrated. Now, I think to get a high copy, a high caliber version of this book might be hard because you got that white cover.
Yeah, mine is not white.
Even the image that we're looking at right now doesn't even look white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm with Buster, man. We need some Kilowog. We need Oa. I want it all. Give me all the lanterns. I want
give
it
me
all.
Atrocitus. Give me LaFreeze. Give me all of them.
Remember that cartoon, the Green Lantern cartoon?
Yes, it was a good cartoon.
It was awesome.
That was a very good cartoon.
Because they wasn't selling toys. That's that crap. Man, they weren't making toys.
Yeah. I guarantee you, if that cartoon come out now, all us adults will be buying them.
You know what I'm saying? This is what happened to Green Lantern. It was
Game over.
That's what happened. It's terrible.
Absolutely.
All right. Moving on. All right. Here's another book here. Spider-Man 13. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten this book.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
every time I get it from like a dollar bin, or I get it from like super cheap, or as part of a giveaway set. $15 for another book that has a high print run as well.
Yep.
But still, it is an iconic homage. And dare I say, I like it more than the original.
Oh, I can see that. The black costume.
I love the black costume. When I started collecting comics, Spider-Man was just leaving the black costume. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with Marcus, man. A book
Same.
I feel like I need to keep at least one. Yeah, you know what? This is a book that everybody should have a copy. I'm like Marcus with the other book. I got like 20 copies of this book. So if
Nice.
I'll put it in a giveaway box someday. You know what I'm saying? That's how but I love the black costume. I think Todd does a phenomenal job. He didn't have enough time to work on the black costume because he only had a few issues with the black costume.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he could have done more with the black costume, I think that's why he did this story. It was his opportunity to do the black costume and do it in the way that he does it well. And that's why this is such an awesome book to me. But $15, that's probably the most I'll spend on this book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it has to be near mint to be $15.
Yeah, it has to be in great condition for it to be $15. So, all right. Our next book here is, we got some good X-Men action. And like all X-Men action, we have to talk about how awesome that is, right?
Yeah.
So Uncanny X-Men 129. This is the Dark Phoenix saga, the first part, but it's also the first appearance of Kitty Pryde, Emma Frost, the Hellfire Club.
There's so many firsts.
Yeah, this run has so many firsts, right?
Yes.
So what's your thoughts on the Phoenix saga in general? Now, I think this book is on this list simply because it's Marinky, but I don't think there's a lot to it.
The Phoenix saga is one of the very good events that happen in comics and just in general. This is one of the books I am actually actively hunting for. I'm not gonna spend the $350, but if I could find a nice copy between the $40 to $50 range, I'll be happy with it.
I have a beat up copy of this book, and I didn't even know I had it. I
Oh,
was
nice.
a few months ago. I was reorganizing my books,
Hmm.
and I see this book now. Again, granted, as far as covers go, it's not the greatest of covers,
No.
right? It's a battle scene, which
Yeah.
doesn't really pop out that way.
Yeah.
So I see this book, and I'm like, wait a minute. And it had like a tear inside. That's why I say I got a pretty beat up copy. I see this book, it's like it's tear, and I'm like, wait a minute, right? And I'm just there
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, is this the book I think it is? And then I go look it up. Holy crap! I got the first appearance of Kitty Pryde. So, right? Give
Yeah.
him 3. Yeah, 130. Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
feel it. I know how you feeling.
I
So
mean, I like the cover because one of my favorite characters is Colossus. So
Colossus is awesome, man. You got to do him
yeah,
justice, and they've been doing. So I love,
they've
and
been
I
doing
want
him
to see
dirty.
that costume, man. It's that
Yes,
costume I want to see. I don't want to see that
exactly.
black leather costume. So I would
Nah.
I hope we get to see that in the new movie. All right. So next book off. It's a book that it always comes back, right? It always comes back, and it
Yes.
is
What the?
the book that everyone. I think this is probably going to be the biggest modern day book right now. My
Yeah.
personal so there's the first appearance of Miles, the first appearance of Harley Quinn. I
Hmm.
think Harley Quinn's slightly bigger as far as price range goes.
Hmm.
But as you can see here, the price has dropped. $375 for a high grade is actually a drop in price.
Yes.
But I will say, if you get this book in a cheaper value, to me personally speaking, I'm with Marcus. It's obtainable, right? And it is much cheaper. It is a big drop, but it's Miles, and Miles is going to pick up steam. We have
Yes.
not seen him at his height, and yeah, it's still a 4-figure book if you're getting the variant or if you have it slapped, if you have a
Yeah.
high slap. So 350 is a raw value, right?
Yes.
And to Marcus, he has. Trust me, man, you won't be hunting for long. It's a matter of trying to find the right person that will sell it to you at a good price. That's the
Right.
catch.
This is one of my Braille books I'm hunting for myself. I have the facsimile,
Yeah.
but I want to get the actual first print.
You said Frank's facsimile.
Facsimile.
You said facsimile.
Facsimile.
What? That's what you got? A facsimile?
Record. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Amazing Spider-Man 252 for $6. Oh, wait. It's a reprint. Ugh.
Keep in mind, it's a reprint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'm actively hunting for this book. This is one of my Grail books I'm hunting for.
This is one of those books that's gonna go up in value again.
Yeah.
There's
As
no
soon as they announce a live action Miles film, it's going to skyrocket.
yeah. Well, even so, once that live action thing comes up,
Yeah.
so you might
Yep.
as well get it now when you can. I have my eye on the book because a lot of people don't know I did pick up this book a while ago, but I got rid of it. So because it's not a perfect copy, right? Yeah. So DVH is like, I need a UF for my life. Won't settle for less than 9.6. That's the reason why I got rid of it. Is because it wasn't a 9.6 or higher. I know I could find this book at a good price at a high grade. And that's
Correct.
so. All right. Next book here is the first appearance of Darkseid. He's not in the cover, but with Forever People, we do got the first appearance of Darkseid. Forever People. We got the mother boxes. We got the Infinity Man. All this is part of this one book. $180 is super cheap.
Yep.
I'm just saying that is super cheap
underrated
for Darkseid, man. I can't believe it's $180.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really think this is, again, I'm harding it because I want to.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Why did you? again, another book here has an increase of 150%. It's a hot book. I think it'll always be a hot book. It's just one of those books that is just in a book at that time in 1971. We're talking about Jack Kirby showing up in DC, so there's a lot of copies, I'll say, but still 1971, a Bronze Age book is it's hard to come across. But again, another white cover page where the white makes it hard to get it in high grade.
Correct.
Right? Oh, look at this. Rich is now showing off that he got a 9.8.
He's a baller. Shot
What I'm
caller.
saying? Don't got no AF 15, I bet. All right. Now, someone mentioned earlier about Uncanny 133.
Yeah.
This is the first time we get Wolverine in a cover by himself. Now, technically, he's not in the cover by himself. He got a whole bunch of people beating up, but he's not sharing the screen time with any other character, right?
Correct.
This is Wolverine, man. Yeah. So another book that is high is $100. It's the fifth part of the Phoenix Saga. This is the first time we really learn about who Wolverine is as a character. Talks a little bit about what his mutant power is. It talks a little. It's a fighting scene, so we get to see a little bit of that berserker rage in this book. It's a classic cover, John Byrne cover doing his thing. So yeah, absolutely. Yep, you got it. Let's go. So increased copies of 104. This is here simply because of Deadpool. Wolverine's back, of course. All right, here we go. It's time. You guys know what time it is. It's
Taylor Swift Best.
Taylor Swift spec.
Oh Lord.
I honestly don't care if they say she's not in the movie. It's all spec to me. I think they're trying to swerve us.
Yes.
And I don't care who she plays. I think she's in the movie in some fashion or another.
Yeah.
And she could very well be Lady Deadpool.
I agree.
So Lady Deadpool #1, as you can see here, is a $15 book, and it's a one-shot because people are trying to get the other book and they cannot seem to find it. So let's get the next book.
Yeah.
And Rich is another one. Rich went nuts trying to get some Taylor Swift books, if you remember. And you know what? It is quite possible that it's going to be this girl. It's going to be Blake Lively. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Blake. But I think that's what people want you to think.
Yeah, it could be. She could play Lady Deadpool, but I always will say that she'd be a more perfect fit as Dazzler. Yeah, because they basically almost the same character, same person.
You're referring to Taylor Swift, I mean.
Right? Taylor Swift, yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. All right, so moving on, we got The Death of Superman with Superman 75. Another book here that is classic. Another book that's not as expensive. There's different versions.
Many.
What you're seeing right now is cover A, which is the regular edition, but a lot of people prefer the direct market, which is the bag, poly bag with the logo. I happen to have both copies. I have multiple copies.
Same.
Classic book. Again, it's there because of the Superman spec of it all. So that's some good stuff. And my wife is showing me something funny. All right, our next book here is a book that's been creeping up this list more and more each week. It seems to always come back. That's X-Men 97 #1. Another book that's another $15 book. You could probably get this book for $10. This was not that long ago. Right? So what? You know okay. So I'm not even repeating that. All right. I got carried away. So X-Men 97 #1, a fun book, great book. You know, if you get it, you get it. It's all part of this whole X-Men 97 craze. I think it's gonna cool down already now that we're gonna wait till people start talking about it, because people are still going back to watch it. I think
Mhm.
they have talked about that they finished recording the audio tracks. So a lot of the actors have said, "Hey, we're working on 3 now, season 3." So
Nice.
the word has it that it could be released as early as January of 2025, which is cool. It's not that long from now. So we're
No.
talking about 6 months around from now, which
Correct.
I'm okay with that. We'll probably see some stills come up sooner or later if that's
Mhm.
the case. So I'm excited for that. And then we have some good stuff, man. This is to me
Yeah.
got some Punisher here, some increased copies of Punisher #1. This is the first ongoing series. $40. It's a $40 book. Um,
Yeah.
I think that's fair. That's a fair
That
price,
is very fair.
you
Yeah.
know, and stuff.
Especially
So
especially if you get a slab. So
absolutely. And if you buy a slab, a flat slab will be like what, maybe 100,
yeah.
something like
Roughly,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Frog Brawler? Right. So we got that, and then we have here the second cameo appearance of Venom, but really the first full image of Venom is we
Yeah.
have here, and that is Amazing Spider-Man 299. Of course, Venom is also trending. You know, he's coming.
Only one way to find out.
It's a Venom.
Don't know how I feel about that movie, but I ain't gonna say nothing negative.
No. We could talk about it. We could talk about it.
Yeah.
Here's what I'd say, and it could be controversial, could be not.
Mhm.
I'm fine with Venom because when
Mhm.
I saw the first movie, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's like this ain't my Venom, this ain't my Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
But then I gave in and said, you know what? But it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's an alternate universe. I think we will get our Eddie. We will get our Brock in the
Yeah.
future.
I'm
Right?
hoping so.
So I think for what it's worth, I think Tom Hardy did his job to making us care for a character that's really we shouldn't be caring the same way we do. And I think that's what this movie is. This movie is just Tom Hardy saying, "Hey, I just want to do this character one more time," and
Yep.
that's that. So, you know, I think that's the case with this. But it's Venom. So, moving
Yeah.
on. All right, now we got some new books that came out. So we got Blood Hunt Red Band Edition #4. These books, dude.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm not
They
touching these books.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're cool. The
Yeah.
homages are cool. I think it is totally up to you whether you want to take this time to buy these books now,
Correct.
right? Because I don't see them lasting.
No.
Once Blood Hunt is over and
Yeah.
and no one's talking about it anymore, these books are going to drop in value.
Yep.
That's it, right?
Yep.
Shake on it. Ah, you nicked it. Just got the tip with your little steak knife.
That's it. You just wait. I don't think it's worth spending $75 on a book that just came out. That's a 1 in 25, right? Just because it's 1 in
please
25
don't.
variant.
Yeah.
Wait on it. I know there's guys out there like, yo, you got to get this book. It's like, wait on it. It's not
Wait.
worth $75.
It's not. Nowhere near.
And our last book here is our boy Uncle Scrooge, the Infinity Dime. Last week it was a J. Scott Campbell cover. This week it's the 1 in 10. I believe it's the Gabriel Del Alto cover.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie, I do like it.
Yeah, it is nice. I had opportunity to get this, but I passed up on it, and I went back to my LCS. It was already gone.
So I'll let you in on something. So if I don't know if they have these shops in your area, there's a shop called Newberry Comics. We have them over here. Newberry Comics it's only that by name. It's not really a comic book shop, and they don't really treat their comic books well. But they did have this book in for cover price. So you heard it from me. It may still be there. I know it was there this week. It may still be there in these shops, but be careful because they don't really handle them really well, so the conditioning might be bad. Stuff. Look at that. Right, Empire. Cliff has made it. So there you have it, guys. Those are your books for this week. I think it's not bad at all. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Right?
I have a few of them. I'm still hunting for the UF4 and both the Uncanny X-Men books. So
Yeah. Cool. All right. You ready to do some top 10?
yes.
Let's take a look at the top 10, guys. So, what's thoughts?
I like it. The Doom. I was trying to tell people, you better get that Doom book. I love Sanford Green, Jonathan Hickman. Like, you could not lose with that book.
Yeah, the Doom book is pretty cool. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Super. What? Cliff, the match is over. If you want a match, you already got the victory, didn't he?
Yeah, he kicked my butt.
Would you take a rematch? Would you try it again?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, but this time you won't use JR or Amazing Spider-Man.
No, I won't use those.
You gotta
I learned my lesson.
Yeah, you gotta come up with something a little different this time. All right,
Yeah.
guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off from New Comic Book Day because you guys know what's New Comic Book Day. Instead, what we're gonna do is a little different. We're gonna do the giveaway. All right. Now, before we do the giveaway, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to give away all this stuff as part of the June giveaway pack. So let me go ahead and showcase it again to you guys so you can see what's in the June giveaway pack. So let's do me. I'm big again. So we'll start this again. All right. So we got a big stack of comics. In that stack, you will have some John J. goodness. You got Spider Gwen Smash, you got the regular edition, and you got the Venomized version. So that's going to be part of this pack. Also, we got the 3 Vampirella variants, Virgin variants. You got, Ow! Call that the Ow. We call that what do we call this? The Cheeky.
Yep, the Cheeky.
And then we're gonna. I just realized all these covers how they fit so perfectly together. And then we got hey. All right, you got that. So for your variant needs, also we're gonna throw in. I'm gonna throw in Identity Crisis 1 through 7. The entire set is in
Such a
here.
good story.
One of the greatest modern day story to me. That's my personal take. When I tell people what comic they should read, I always tell them Identity Crisis because it's an amazing story. So this story is there. Look, and y'all wonder why I want male-centric covers. Wonder Woman's here.
Yes.
All right. Cliff, we know what you like. Okay. So this is amazing. Top of the line. Nobody wonders that, Cliff. Beckerman, you get a.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, you get that, Beckerman. All right, so I'm giving away Identity Crisis. I'm also giving away this glow in the dark Batman. This variant's all part of there as well. So you get the glow in the dark Batman. And Tate, I know you love this one, Tate Prime. You get some Frank Miller Wolverine signed by Corey Smith. This is Wolverine number 50. This is part of the giveaway box. And the last part of the giveaway box,
Ooh, here it comes.
the Ultimate Fantastic Four 9.4, signed by Adam Kubert. This is also the first appearance of the Ultimate Fantastic Four, as well as who will later be known as the Maker. Again, to qualify for this giveaway, you need to be an Izzy Rat Pack member. You have to be urban or elite to be part of it. So if you sign up right now at this moment, you could qualify for this pack. Right now we have 21 entries. While we're waiting for people to make a decision, C-Bizzle, tell me what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Woo. I spent this weekend shooting 5 videos that's going to be dropping all this week and next week. I visited my hometown of Detroit, Michigan. I went to a couple of comic book stores there. My brother from another mother gave me a whole stack of comic books as well, free of charge. I'm also going to be on the Council of Comics today, Wednesday, and Sunday. Come check us out. I'm busy.
I feel you, man. All right, guys, it's that time. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. And there's our wheel. So we have here 21 entries. Before we go, I'm going to give somebody one last chance to be part of the entry to win. Let's go ahead and shuffle these names that are on this list. Tell me when to stop.
And stop.
All right, so it's been shuffled. All right, let's take a look and see who wins the June giveaway today. And it's going to be...
whoever wins, Christmas is coming up. So if you want to gift me that Fantastic Four number 1, appreciate it.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Hey.
You see, that's my punishment. My punishment was the fact that I owe DVH so much stuff that he gets a bigger stack. Congratulations, DVH. You are today's big winner.
Congratulations, my guy.
Dude, that's gonna be one hell of a shipping charge for me. Oh man, you guys, I need more supporters so I can
need some more elite members.
You know what I'm saying? We need some elite members, guys. Upgraded too. So
yes.
I'm sorry.
I love
it. You see, for DVH, he gets a, but I get a. But either way, man, it's DVH is a great supporter. You got to check out his
absolutely
stuff. So it's absolutely worth it, man. Congratulations, DVH. I'll make sure I get this box ready for you. And of course, there's some other stuff that I got going your way too. So DVH is gonna get a lot of good stuff, and there's some stuff that I know he's gonna love that I'm gonna include here as well. Now, the reason why I want to end today's show early is really because I want you guys to, if you haven't done so already, I want you guys to go out to see our good boy over in the Monday night lineup. Go check out these guys over in, well, as it's uploading now, I'm trying to upload the lineup. We got the Monday night lineup. We got Scotty Vaughn right now is currently talking to Ryan Sargent. You may know him as Fire Guy Ryan. Go check him out. Go look up his stuff. And make sure you check out C-Bizzle today, man. He's going to be with the council. Yes, you guys going to be hanging out. Roscoe was not unable to do the show today, so we're not gonna do that. So you can stick with the council, or you can watch Scotty talk with Ryan. 22 at 9 o'clock, and then Couple Comics, our boy Cuppy, who's gonna be in the show pretty soon. See, look at that. So you see Joe's doing multiple streamings as we speak. Nice. So So go check out those guys. Make sure you guys sub them up. If you haven't subbed them up, make sure you sub up to this channel and like it. Make sure you throw that like button. At the same time, CBC Awards. Don't forget to nominate that beautiful fella over there, right? That's where he's at. Nominate that gorgeous fella, right? That's that fella who used to have a fro. You know, he doesn't agree with Mr. Terrific fro, but he agrees with fros. Go nominate the guy he fought, which is Cliff on Comics. And make sure you check out Comic Book Fights. A new episode's coming up next week. I'm so happy to tell you who's going to be in that fight. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. Make sure you check out all the other stuff. Yeah, DVH, you are definitely fuzzy as much as I am. Right? At least you can both. Yeah, I know. It's all going to be part of one package. And stuff like that. So go check them out. I'm going to end this show off. But C-Biz, is there any last thing you want to promote before we head out?
Just make sure y'all go to the Monday night lineups and view all these guys. They do great shows. Also, number one thing, go ahead and sign up for some elite membership for Izzy so he can pay for this shipment out to DVH, please.
Don't forget to vote, man.
Yes.
Fire! All right. So I leave you with this.
I think this is it. I think you're about to go home. Okay. Look, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
I never said thank you.
And you'll never have to. Thank you. I guess I'll see you.
And we'll see you next time, guys. Go check out Scotty right now on his channel. He's like wrong screen. That's the right one. Go check him out. He's talking to Fire Guy Ryan right as we speak. Later, Excelsior.